Yeah, that's crazy. That is a crazy reference to just pull out of nowhere. Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and I just realized we still don't have Play Rough on Pseudo-Chew. Like, Pseudo-Chew's level 50 and still does not have a stab fairy move. So let's fix that, shall we, before we go fighting these dragon tamers. Because that is, it might be useful, you know, might be useful to have. So this would have been easier if I did it from the other screen, actually. Whoops. It's practically there already, but it's fine. There it is. Okay, Play Rough. We only get one of these, but I don't think we're going to use it on anyone but Pseudo-Chew. Well, I mean, we could probably find another one later, but point is, Pseudo-Chew is probably someone who could use it best. Okay. So now, I don't know. I think I'll go with Witch here, actually, instead of Pseudo-Chew. Because this Dragon Tamer has a Noivern. I remember that from Scout's report. So we have, you know, 3 options we could go with on, theoretically, ones people who are super effective against that. The problem with Nuzlocke is also weak to flying, which is not great, given that Noivern is flying. Which should be fine. And Pseudo-Chew is just lower level than Witch, so I think Witch is probably our best bet. I doubt the Noivern's gonna have poison or steel moves, or ghost moves, so we'll go with Witch. All right, Dragon Tamer with the Noivern. Got it. Yeah, this, like, looking at the levels here, it's a little spooky. Wait, we're Psychic Terra, so actually that wouldn't be good Terra-wise here. Okay, we're fine. The levels had me a little concerned, and we're still not totally out of the woods yet because we still have 2 more of these ones to fight, but yeah, this is that fight, at least we did fine. Okay, so next up I want to fight this one because I believe this is the one with the Goodra. And honestly, I'm not terribly concerned about the Goodra. I think in all truth, Pseudo-Chew could handle Goodra. So, especially now that we have Play Rough. We get 2 hits guaranteed, pretty much, because I'm pretty sure we're faster. Well, if we're not faster, we do have Shadow Sneak, so we have at least that. Play Rough. Yay! Aqua Tail. We are faster, though. So as long as we don't miss a Play Rough here, which is possible, then we should kill this turn. Which we do. Very good. Okay. Alright. Easy peasy. Alright, and then for the last one, we are dealing with a Dragalge, which I think is probably going to be Snowslot's territory, because Snowslot actually resists Dragalge's poison moves. So I just hope it doesn't have Flamethrower, because she does talk about being Dragon's Breath, so it's possible that it's like Sludge Bomb, Dragon Pulse, or Dragon Breath, I guess, if you wanted to keep on theme. Oh right, we have Blizzard as our... Well, hopefully this doesn't miss. Okay, good. That almost killed. Dragon Pulse. Okay, yep. We're fine. As long as we don't miss too many. Yeah, okay. We're good. Alright. Also, got some intel from Scout saying that we probably should have done the Dragon Titan first. I think because our team is currently geared more towards the fighting crew, I'll probably stick with doing that first. But that is just something to note, that the Dragon Titan is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. See, what I was expecting with the Dragon Titan was something like a I don't want to spoil it too much if you didn't watch Violet, but I was expecting something like another escaped, like we had with the Earth Titan. There was an escaped Pokemon from Area Zero. I thought that was going to be the case. I thought that we were going to have to deal with something like that, and it would be like a steel type Hydreigon or something. Well, it wouldn't be steel type in this game, but in Violet, I thought it was going to be like a steel type Hydreigon. It turns out not the case. Turns out it's actually a lot simpler than that, which I'm not super opposed to, because that makes it a lot easier for us. Okay, so now we're in this area, which is the last area that we need to clear out before we fight the fighting crew. And you might actually ask yourself, like, I don't know if I've actually answered this question yet. You might ask yourself, why is it that you feel obligated to fight every trainer, get every item, so on and so forth? The short answer is resources. Experience is not a limited resource, but it's certainly a pain to get other way. The most efficient way to get experience generally is going to be by fighting trainers, because Pokemon that are owned by trainers yield more experience than wild Pokemon, and that's, I believe, always been the case. And also, when you're fighting a trainer, you get to fight multiple Pokemon without having to start the battle over and over again. Yeah, go through all the start and end stuff from a battle. So, in that way, it's more efficient to fight trainers than to fight wild Pokemon, which is nice in games where they give you the Versus Seeker or some way to rebattle trainers, because that means, hey, you can, it's a little bit easier of a grind if you do want to grind experience. Yeah, in this case, we haven't necessarily needed to grind, but a large part of that is because we are fighting all the trainers. Now, arguably, the trainers are also more dangerous to fight than wild Pokemon, but that also makes things a little more interesting, right? In this sort of scenario, in a permadeath scenario. So yeah, I try to fight all the trainers, and also I pick up items because, even if we can't use a lot or any items in battle, really, aside from a few, it is good to have them outside of battle, especially for TMs and the like, because those are quite useful generally. Not always, but frequently. I thought there were more trainers around here. I guess they're all over here. Also, I missed this item. Oof. Ugh. Yeah, just a little more time in the oven would have been nice for these games, but it's fine. Yep, still have Paul in front. I do trust Paul. These falls are said to be... Wait, why am I reading? This is Scarlet. I already read this in Violet. What? Fluxish. We have the same typing. Which means... I'm just gonna yawn you. Okay, you screech me. So do I think it has crunch? And if it does, do I think it would kill? I don't think I want to take the risk. So who's somebody here who could take a crunch? And preferably would also be good against. I think Ruby probably could. Ruby's got Heavy Light on, so... And Ruby also is super effective here. Okay. For tail. It's fine. There we go. Now you're asleep. Now I can X-scissor you. Chop. There we go. Just like that. It's nice that even though Ruby evolves, she has single stage Pokemon stats. Because it means that she's actually pretty usable when it comes to having Eviolite on her. So this Florges actually intimidates me a little bit. I think we actually Terrastalize here, because I don't think we're actually getting anything from our typing in this matchup. Double hit is going to hit pretty hard with Technician and Terrastalization. I don't think we've actually used this strat yet, so... Yeah, I also really doubt that this thing has a fighting move. So I don't think it's going to hit us with anything super effective. And it would have been really dumb if it went for something that was grass type. Because I know it has grass type moves, but... Double hit. Technician boosted. 90 power. Over the 2 hits. Ooh, close. Second one was a crit too. Damn. Moonblast. Ow. Okay. We're faster, so we're still good. In fact, we have quick attack, so we might as well. We can get Terra boost on that too, and Technician boost. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think that would have been a lot harder if we had tried to stick with Aerial Ace. Alrighty. Oh no. Sir, I did not want to fight you, and it's kind of lame that you ambushed me immediately after I got out of that last fight. So, heck you, I guess. You frickin' jerk. Eh, nice try. If I had stayed in, that probably would have hurt. Okay, Sucker Punch. That's fine. We still take Rocky Helmet damage. Alrighty, I am slightly concerned. Because I do think we are a little underleveled going into this crew base. And I believe we used up all of our experience candies, right? Oh no, we actually have quite a few. I guess we found those since we last used some. Because I remember using up a bunch of experience candies before we entered this area. Because I was like, oh, it's going to be tough because Pokemon here are pretty high level. So are the trainers. Yeah, no, Apparently we just have some candies lying around. Yeah, I mean, we saw that those dragon tamers had like level 55s. And if I remember right, that's about what Aerie has as her ace. 2, 5. Okay, I'm missing 3 trainers. I don't remember where they are. Guess I gotta find them before I... or ought to. Don't got to, but I ought to. I ought to find them before I try challenging the base. Alright, Anna Maria, a Gengar. Okay, so this is a fun matchup. I don't think it can one-shot me, and I think I can one-shot it. So let's go for it. Nightshade. Okay, yeah, definitely can't one-shot me with that. Hopefully... Okay, good. This actually could have been very bad in that it could have had Destiny Bond and used that, which would suck because Paul is currently my answer for Aries Toxicroak. Not that we couldn't use someone like Ruby or something, or even Cheerio. But, yeah, it's probably better that we have Paul. Future Sight, that is also not going to kill. Not as long as I don't let it. Alrighty, I'm gonna go for a Surf right now. And actually, at the end of this turn, we're gonna swap to Cheerio. There's also a special attacker, so the Iron Defense doesn't really affect us. Do we take Future Sight on this turn? I think we do. After he falls asleep. Nope, next turn. That's fine. Cheerio can take the Future Sight. Okay, Bronzong's asleep. Good. What? How? What the? Since when does Future Sight do that much damage? Did they change it? Because, like, as of 4th gen, it definitely only did a quarter of your health every time. So, okay, let's try not to get ambushed again and head back to Pokemon Center. And then we're gonna find those last couple of trainers next time. Cause as for this episode, that's a wrap. realize I probably could be using the camera for this, but